you were inspired to come here?
Yeah, just a safer, crime, low crime, and because in Tulsa and the Midwest is getting real bad.
In what way? What do you experience?
A lot of racial tension and reverse racism, I guess, maybe.
In what way?
Well, just maybe just I don't know, be intimidated by the mentality that's still being taught amongst the youth. The older folks aren't teaching them, to be kind and stuff. They're just still, like stuck on hate, a lot of hate and stuff, and they got a lot of oppression. They feel like entitled to a lot of things and stuff in Oklahoma, because there was a big racial in 1930 something. There was a racial riot. It was kind of covered up. There's mass graves, and they're uncovering the mass graves and stuff like that. And they really haven't brought the oppressed side of town up to date. They call it a food desert in part of Tulsa, which Tulsa's a city of 1 million people. There's no reason that in that side that they should be shopping at Dollar General and Family Dollar for their groceries, and like they have a Save-A-Lot. And if you go shopping there, all the groceries are gone off the shelves, and they can't seem to keep a grocery store in that part of town. It's not even the crime's not even that bad.
Was that an area that experienced segregation?
Yeah. It was a very segregated area.
From like the 60s?
Yep.
So are you talking mostly like African American and...
Yeah. I mean, in the...
If you remember, the Nazis created the ghetto. They really did. The Nazis created the ghetto for the Polish people.
Yeah.
And I feel like after World War II it extended to America, that the Allies actually
my problem
created these neighborhoods where they know that the poor would have problems.
The African Americans and stuff like that, and just poor people in general that have been given opportunities or brought, because they segregated them, and then they brought them over to like other communities and built projects in the nice part of town and everything like that. But those generations they're still teaching like, hate, the white people and stuff. When it shouldn't be like that, So their kids, see their parents that have that mentality, and then so the kids are easily, they're just on their way, like going right to prison, pretty much.
One view is that the government pits poor whites against poor blacks too. And so when folks who are on the bottom, always they have to kind of sort it out. So, at least the white man's one rung on the ladder above the black man sometimes. So but they're kind of put it on the bottom.
There's a story down in Alabama. There was a guy that killed his neighbor's mule because he had a mule and he was a black man and he didn't. And he felt, hey, he ain't no better than me. So he killed the guy's mule because he was jealous of him almost.
Because property means a lot.
Yeah, personal property is hard to get. I think that's what a lot of people lose sight of in the protest, is when they come through and destroy it and loot and burn these small businesses, that they're hurting people that worked their whole lives, possibly 2 or 3 generations, to get this personal property. And it's not a corporation that they're destroying. They're hurting a mom and pop shop a lot of times.
Yeah, see, they're still on the Oklahoma. They're still on that,
It hasn't changed.
Yeah, not like it should have, not like it should have. That's for sure. Because there's so much
the
work.
media
There's
has
so
a lot
much
to do with it, with their programming.
Well, it has a lot to do with transportation. There is not up to date. The transportation is slow. The bus system's slow. It's just now catching up. I mean, it's barely as like Beaverton in Oregon. You know what I mean? It's
so how'd you?
So there's so many cars. If you don't got a car, it's pretty much.
It's like another type of economic racism in a way.
It really is. It's like everyone. Yeah, everyone's like. See, the Mental Health Association is buying up everything.
In Tulsa.
Yeah.
Like, why are they motivated to do that? Is it because shortage of housing?
I know, like when we were there. No, it's Tulsa is vowed to end chronic homelessness. It's like one of the only cities in the whole United States that's made a pledge to do this. So they're like, they bought a whole bunch of apartment complexes, you know what I mean? And so like, you know, people that have problems, they get kicked out, or they, you know what I mean? They just, you know, they can't, you know, they have to be monitored a little bit more in their apartment, or, you know, checked up on. But they just go and they browbeat them and stuff like that, you know what I mean? The social workers are, you know, they browbeat people, and so they still don't get to have a life really with that kind of a, like they, you know, they treat them like parole officers almost. They just think they know everybody's, you know, they can read and judge everybody. You know, they got stereotypical.
But really, that's not the goal with mental health support, right?
No, not with mental health support.
The goal is connect and find out what people need and have them tell you what they need.
Yeah, so they go through the streets down there and stuff, and they pick veterans up off the street and stuff, and try to take them shelters and stuff when it's cold.
Is that
They'll
working?
go around. They're just now getting up to with the program up there, you know, and they just they're just opened up community sentencing.
What's that?
Community sentencing is like the drug court, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
To where, because people will go to prison in Oklahoma for a lot of years just for a little bit of marijuana and stuff, and there's people that were still locked up even just for marijuana, doing 20 and 30 years, you know. Well, they just reformed all their laws there. Finally, after all these years, they, you know what I mean, got whoever was, you know, voting not to, because the prison overcrowding has finally got the attention. See, because Oregon's always had that matrix federal overcrowding law with their jail system, which is why they you know, they'll release petty, you know, they don't charge you, stuff's less. I mean, it's a good thing. It's more like Canada here, I could just say like that, than it is in a lot of states. But like in Oregon, there was like so many over-sentenced people, you know, over-sentenced for just trying to get high or just trying to smoke weed or have some, I mean, even a couple, I mean, people are getting 10, 20, 30-year sentences, you know.
See, that's criminal.
Because see, second time offense, if you're a felon, if you get another felony within 10 years, they give you double the years. You know, it's like three strikes, but it's only 2 in Oklahoma. So 2009, in 2009, I got pulled over with a half pound of shitty weed, and got charged with unlawful delivery with of a controlled substance with intent to deliver or something like that, and it was a trafficking felony. It was $5,000 bail. I never had a felony on my record or anything. It's all clean record, adult record, you know.
So what's that done to your record? Can you rent? Did it keep
It,
you out of housing
well,
and
no,
stuff?
it kept me for 8 years out of, yeah. I can just now start getting all that again.
What are you hoping to have happen this time around in Astoria? What do you want to happen?
Just become a part of the community and better my life and make something of myself.
What's the community you identify with the most?
Everybody.
Just the community here?
Yeah, people are, you know.
Not like an arts community or
We haven't been shunned too much. We haven't been harassed too much, you know. Stuff like that. Tulsa, they're making laws to where you can't, you know, they're trying to make it to where you can't be homeless and you got to go. They try to chase you down to the river. Everybody has to camp on the river, which is dangerous for me. I couldn't do it.
It's like the designated area that they have.
Well, yeah, it's just a whole wildlife sanctuary runs through town. You know,
There's not services like housing.
Yeah, there is. The people that, you know, the services don't. Some people got post-traumatic stress, and you know, or like us, we can't go in nowhere because we got this little pile of stuff that's stopping us. That's a life or death for, you know. It's either get rid of everything and not have nothing. You know, you almost have to throw your clothes away every day if you want to have anywhere to stay at night.
This is everything you got.
That's 2 people. Yeah. We got 2 bicycles, and it's all our clothes are clean. You know what I mean? That are on us. We have no bugs, nothing like that. I mean, it's like really just packed up there, kind of messy. You know what I mean? We don't have a whole lot of stuff, and the only place in town for us to go is the warming center, and we didn't go last night because they said we probably couldn't park our trailer outside, even outside.